How leadership and governance shape investment confidence in Africa. So in today's global economy, investors have choices. That's a fact. Another fact is that capital moves at a speed of trust. And to a greatest extent, governance is the greatest determinant of that trust. No matter how rich a country's resources are, bad leadership can turn that potential into risk, or can turn that opportunity into risks. But on the other hand, good governance can turn that potential into prosperity. Let's talk about how leadership and governance determines whether investors run towards Africa or away from it. Leadership matters so much to investors, so much. Investors don't just study feasibility reports, not at all. They also study leadership behaviors. And in their minds, their questions are like, is this government predictable? Are contracts honored? Are institutions independent? Because in their minds, they know that leadership defines stability. And stability attracts capital. A country might have a lot of mineral wealth. It might have a lot of gold, oil, lithium, rare earth, diamonds, name them. But without credible governance, those assets lose value. To some extent, they can cause a resource curse, one of the green concepts in economics that will be talked about later. Investors are not afraid of risk because they know there is no project that is entirely risk-free. But what is important is that how those risks are managed, how are they mitigated, are they acceptable in the bankability standards? So they are not afraid of such risks, they are afraid of uncertainty. And leadership is what converts that uncertainty into confidence. Governance is also the biggest infrastructure of trust. We are well aware of the commonly known infrastructures like roads, power lines, railways, and so on. But governance is the infrastructure that's most powerful. It's the most powerful infrastructure. Governance is the invisible road that where capital travels on, and it includes legal system, property rights, transparency in procurement, and rule of law. In countries with strong governance, deals are enforceable and investors can plan long term. In countries where rules change overnight, investors treat every opportunity as they treat every project as temporary. And that's why you see nations with fewer natural resources but with consistent governance often outperform resource-rich countries. Let me tell you what investors are always looking for in leadership. When investors evaluate the country, they study its leadership signals, like consistency in policies. They want to know whether national priorities are clear or if they shift with every election. They also want to know transparency and openness, how transparency and openness exist in procurement processes. Are they hidden behind political interests? They also want to know whether there is respect for institutions, like courts, regulators, central bank, whether they operate independently. They also want to know how committed the governance is in terms of anti-corruption. Is corruption punished or it is silently rewarded? Also equally important to know is that these investors are always looking for accountability and delivery in leadership. They want to know whether leaders measure success by projects completed, not by speeches made. So when leadership ticks all the above boxes, investors are most likely to respond with confidence. And here, capital will always follow credibility. Some lessons we can learn from within Africa. Yeah, there are so many. There are some examples across Africa proving that governance drives growth. Countries that digitized revenue collection, empowered independent regulators, and respected contract law are attracting private sector financing faster than ever before. Others that allow interference, policy reversals, and unchecked patronage struggle to retain even domestic investors. The pattern is very clear. Leadership shapes policy, and the policy shapes confidence, and confidence shapes investment flows. As I wind up, Africa's investment future won't be written by donors. It will be written by disciplined leaders. A visionary leader doesn't chase aid. A visionary leader builds systems that attract investors. Governance is the highest form of infrastructure, and without it, every road, every dam, every factory, every school, every other thing stands on weak foundations. So let's advocate for building a continent where leadership inspires confidence and governance guarantees results. My name is Jerome. If you think this video helps you to understand something, kindly let me know. Share your opinion. Kindly subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.